Good morning, children. So now we are going to discuss our chapter 6, work, energy and power, assignment solution. So question is this only first question. Find the angle between the force F is equal to 3I plus 4J minus 5K unit and the displacement is given 5I plus 4J plus 3K unit. So we have to find the angle between them. So force is given F is equal to 3I plus 4J minus 5K and displacement is also given. You can see that 5I plus 4J plus 3K unit. So these are the force and the displacement they have given. So we have to find the angle between these two. So we have to consider the situation of a dot product between the two vectors. F dot D is equal to what is coming? EFD cos theta. So we have to find the angle between these two vectors means cos theta only we are going to find. So cos theta is equal to what is coming? F dot D divided by magnitude of F into magnitude of D. So this is a method of calculating this angle. So first we will find this value of F dot D. So F dot D we have to calculate. How do you calculate F dot D? F dot D means F into, that means F1 is given 3I plus 4J minus 5K into, that means a dot 5I, you can see that 5I plus 4J plus 3K. So this way we can take the dot product between these two vectors. We have already studied when we are taking the case of a dot product, only same unit vectors will remain. For example, I dot I only exists. I dot j will be 0 or any other, if you are taking other than same dot product, it will be 0. That means I dot I will exist, j dot j will exist and k dot k will exist. All other terms will be 0. So there is no need of considering that part. So we will directly take this F dot D is equal to I dot I. That means I dot I only will remains as a 1. I dot I is a 1. So we will take this as 3 into 5, that means 15 plus 4 into 4 only. J dot J only will remain, that means 16 minus 5 plus 3, that means minus 15 is 1. So this way we are getting. So plus 15 and minus 15 will go, that means we will get this as a 16. F dot D is considered as a 16. So this is the way we are getting our answer as a scalar product. F dot D is equal to 16. Now we have to find the magnitude of a force and displacement. Magnitude of force. How do you find the magnitude of force? We know magnitude of force is given by under root of what is coming? Fx square plus Fy square plus Fz square only. So in this case, the magnitude of force is given as what is coming? 3 square, under root of 3 square plus 4 square plus minus of 5 square is coming. That means 9, 16 and 25. So 50 will come. That means you will get it as a root 50 will get force. Similarly, you can find the magnitude of displacement on the same formula. Dx square, x component square, y component square plus z component square. So when we are taking that under root of what is coming? 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square is coming. That means the same thing only. So this is also root 50 will come. So this way we are getting the value of a magnitude of force and the magnitude of displacement. Now we can substitute on this formula. What is coming? Cos theta is equal to, you can see that. F dot D we have taken 16 divided by, so root 50 into what is coming? Root 50 we can take. That means root 50 into root 50, it should be 50. That means 16 divided by 50 you will get. So 16 divided by 50, you will get the answer as cos theta. So you will get the value of cos theta is equal to 16 divided by 50. So you will get this as 0.32. So this value is getting as 0.32. So cos, you can find this theta as a cos inverse of 0.32 you can take. That means corresponding to which angle of theta? Corresponding to which angle of theta this answer will come? 0.32. So that only we mentioned as a cos inverse of 0.32. So we'll get the answer as approximately theta is coming as a 71 degree. So this is the way we can calculate the value of a angle between the two vectors F and D. Okay. Question number 2 is this. In a ballistic demonstration, a police officer fired a bullet of mass 50 gram with a speed of 200 meter per second on a soft film of a thickness 2 centimeter. The bullet is emerges with only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. So what is the emergence speed of this bullet? So we have to observe, in a ballistic demonstration, a police officer fired a bullet of mass is given. What is that? So 50 gram, that means 0.05 kilogram. So this is the mass of that bullet. Then it is moving with the initial speed of, what is the initial speed? It is moving with the 200 meter per second. It is moving with the initial speed of 200 meter per second. Thickness is 2 centimeter. And you see that bullet is emerges out with 10% of its initial kinetic energy. Like you say, you can consider the case of a wooden plank, which is having thickness of what is that? 2 centimeter thickness. You can say that, like you said. So bullet is emerging inside this, and it will go outside with only 10% of its what is that initial kinetic energy. So we have to find what is the emergence speed of this bullet. So here we can see that mass is the initial velocity is there. Bullet is coming and striking on this plywood. That means we can calculate the initial kinetic energy. What is the initial kinetic energy? It is the half m u square. So you can find this. So half into, so 0.5 into u square, that means 200 square is there. So if you are doing this, you will get this as a half into, sorry, 0.05. 0.05 into, you can see that 4 and 40,000, you can see it. So this way you will get, and you will get this answer as a initial kinetic energy. You will get this as a, what is that? 1000 joule you will get. So initial kinetic energy is the 1000 joule. So this is the way we are getting our initial kinetic energy as 1000 joule. Then you see that the bullet is emerges out with only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. Now bullet is coming and hitting after that, so its initial kinetic energy is 1000 joule. So after that it is penetrating into this plywood and emerges out with only 10% of its initial kinetic energy. So we can say it's a final kinetic energy emerges out only. So final kinetic energy. So final kinetic energy is 10% of its initial kinetic energy. So we can say Kf is equal to 10% of its initial kinetic energy is 1000. So this will cancel. Ultimately we will get final kinetic energy as 100 joule will get. So from this we can calculate what is the final velocity acquired by this object. So what is the final velocity? So half m vf square is equal to 1000 joules. So from this we can find this value of vf. So vf is what is coming? 2 into 100 divided by 0.05 under root. So this way you can do this and you will get the answer as a final kinetic energy. So after doing this you will get this answer as a 2 into 100, 200 divided by 0.05 under root of this. So we get this as a 63. Answer is approximately 63.2 meter per second. So this is the final velocity acquired by this bullet. This is the question number 3. A woman pushes a tram on a railway platform which has a rough surface. She applies a force of 100 Newton over a distance of 10 meter. Thereafter she gets tired and her applied force is reduces linearly with the distance to 50 Newton. The total distance through which the trunk has been moved is 20 meter. So we have to plot the force applied by the woman and the frictional force, which is 15 Newton, versus displacement. Calculate the work done by the two forces over a distance of 20 meter. So you can imagine that situation. In the case of a woman pushes a trunk on a railway platform, you know that surface is a very rough surface. So first 10 meter she applies a force of 100 Newton. Then after remaining 10 meter applied force is reduces and comings to, that means decreases to we can say 50 Newton. So this situation we have to plot a graph. You can see that. So we have to plot a graph between force and displacement. X is our displacement. So force we can say 50 Newton and 100 Newton. So displacement we will take it as a 10 meter and 20 meter, like this displacement is 10, 20, 30, 20. So you can see that woman pushes a trunk on a railway platform which has a rough surface. She applied a force of 100 Newton over a distance of 10 meter. That means up to this much, 10 meter. So up to this 10 meter she applied a force of 100 Newton. Yes. For a 10 meter she applied a force of 100 Newton. So this is a force in terms of Newton. Then after that she gets tired and her applied force is reduces linearly with the distance to 50 Newton. And the total distance to which a trunk has been moved is 20 meter. That means total distance is 20 meter and the force is reduces to 50. So this situation, like this it is a point. So you can observe that. In this manner it is a point. Reduces to 20. So this way you can plot the applied force versus displacement. And one more part is asking. Also we have to plot a graph between frictional force which is 15 Newton versus displacement. So frictional force is also acting, that means 15 Newton, that means 15 minus 15. So like this I can plot this graph in the case of frictional force which is acting for a displacement of 20 Newton. So I mentioned as a frictional force. So this is where we are getting our graph. Now we have to calculate the work done by the two forces over a distance of 20 meter in both the cases. So we have to calculate the work done in both the cases. So first case we can see that work done in this case. So first case you can see that work done by the applied force. What is that work done is equal to? Work done is the same as area enclosed by this curve only. So we can consider this curve as this is our O, A, B, C and D and E, like this we can consider. So we can mention this work done. So what is that? In this area we can take this rectangle and this is our trapezium. So work done is equal to what is that? Area of a rectangle plus we can say that area of a trapezium. So this way you can consider this total work done. So work done is equal to, what is the area of a rectangle? You can see that area of a rectangle 100 into 10. So you can mention this as 100 into 10 plus area of a trapezium. What is the area of a trapezium? Area of trapezium. What is that? Half into sum of the two parallel sides into perpendicular distance. So area of trapezium is half into sum of the two parallel sides. Which are the two parallel sides? BE and CD. So that is corresponding to what is coming 100 and 50. So half into sum of the two parallel sides into perpendicular distance. So 100 plus 50 into perpendicular distance. What is the perpendicular distance? From this graph we can see that ED. That means 10 to 20. So we can take it as 10. So like this way we are getting. So the total work done is corresponding. So 1000 plus here it is 150. 150 into 10 that means half into 150 into 10 means you can see that 1500 is coming. So into half, that means you will get this as 1000 plus this. So you will get this as 750. So work done is corresponding to 1750 joule. So this is the work done by the applied force, we can say 1750 joule. Now the second part. What is the work done by a frictional force? That also we have to calculate. What is the work done by a frictional force? This area only we have to calculate. So work done by this frictional force, I mentioned as a F1. Work done by this frictional force is what is coming? Length. This is corresponding to area of what is coming? A rectangle. Area of rectangle. So that means that is equal to this area. So what is coming? Minus 50 into 20. So we'll get this as minus of 1000 joule. So this way you can get the value of work done in the case of a frictional force and the applied force. Okay.